good afternoon. This is Ditto Fitness. My name is Andre Ditto. Today is January 23rd, 2013. Welcome to the program. Before I get into the main topic of the program today, I'd like to discuss an issue that I'm sure we have all dealt with at some time or another in our lives, and that's cancer. Whether it have been personally or a family member or friend, I'm sure we all have had some involvement or some interaction with someone who has had cancer and has had to deal with the traumatic experience of what it's like to go through cancer, because I feel that when you experience cancer with someone or you experience it personally, everyone around you goes through it with you. And you go through the person themselves who has the cancer experiences terrible treatments such as chemotherapy and radiation, and even removing the cancer. They're very altering treatments, permanently altering treatments that you usually are never the same once you've had chemotherapy or radiation. That's my opinion, but there are plenty of studies out there, scientific studies. If you look on major medical websites, you'll find that those treatments, the orthodoxy treatments, always change the body forever. Anyway, I came across an article from the Life Extension magazine. Life Extension is a vitamin company. It's really a very independent company where they publish their own magazine, and they write some really good articles about alternative methods and ways of treating diseases and just helping yourself and healing yourself nutritionally. And I just happened to come across this article called "Plant Compounds Prevent Cancer Metastasis." As we may be aware of, or may not be aware of, there are plenty of ways to treat a disease. One of them is obviously through, as I said already, orthodoxy treatments. Another method is to use alternatives. What do I mean? I mean treating it with minerals, treating it with plants, treating it with just non-invasive entities, so to speak, that will fight the cancer for you and not have the same effects as chemotherapy or radiation. Let me read the article to you. The spread of cancer to organs other than the one in which the disease originated is the source of most cancer mortality. In a review article published online on June 13, 2012, the journal Cancer and Metastasis Reviews, Washington State University professor Gary G. Meadow reports that compounds found in various plants can help prevent metastasis and reduce the risk of death from one of the world's most prolific killers. We are always looking for the magic bullet, and I quote that from Gary Meadow, stated Dr. Meadows, who is Associate Dean for Graduate Education and Scholarship at WSU, Washington State University College of Pharmacy. And he says, well, there are a lot of magic bullets out there in which we eat and associate in our lifestyle. We just need to take advantage of those. Excuse me. And they can work together. The article continues to say, the review reveals that vitamin D, ginseng, lycopene, curcumin, pomegranate, fish oil, and can more influence gene expression in breast, colorectal, lung, skin, and other cancers. The compounds work against cancer metastasis epigenetically, meaning that they switch the metastasis suppressor genes. So by what you eat, Dr. Meadows explained, that may be also related to the metastases, to the metastases expressor genes are being related. So in other words, what the good doctor is saying, I'm going to interrupt this article for a moment. He's saying that this compound can change your gene expression, to put it in lay terms. The doctor is saying that if you eat properly, good nutrition, and follow this compound, that it can change your gene expression. It can change your RNA and your DNA expression. I'm sure most of us didn't know that we can do that, but that is definitely possible. The doctor goes on to say, the very new area of research that has been largely not been very well explored in terms of diet and nutrition. There's likely to be more compounds, but there are more constituents that people haven't even evaluated yet, he added. So in other words, this area hasn't been explored very deeply. Part of the problem is that people have a problem with something that is unorthodox. People kind of frown on taking vitamins and minerals and changing their diet and everything that goes along with a healthier lifestyle. I've stated this in, many of my programs and explained this to you before. I personally feel that the more we do explore our options as far as healing ourselves and getting rid of disease in our body, because if you look at the word disease, it's really dis-ease, meaning that what happens is that we're uncomfortable. Dis-ease. That means we're not in a place where we're at ease. That means we're in a place where something's going on in our body that we don't want to happen. Getting back to the point, I encourage everyone to get out there and do some research, do some homework here about alternative methods to fight disease, whether it be cancer, whether it be any kind of cholesterol problems that you're having, any kind of unusual symptoms, anything that's going on in the body that shouldn't. Allow yourself time, excuse me, and allow yourself the leeway to do some research. You'll be surprised how many other alternative methods there are out there to fight a disease, to fight a bacteria in your body without changing your body forever, without changing your gene makeup in a bad way, in a negative way. As I like to call it, this concoction that the doctor is talking about will change your gene expression according to the article, but it will only change it for the better. It will change it back to a state where it should be, rather than take it into a place where your gene expression will be changed, where you'll never be able to fight a disease the way you normally would if you were healthy. Let me read the last paragraph of the article here for you. We've kind of focused on the cancer for a long time, Dr. Meadows remarked. More recently, we've started to focus on the cancer in its environment. And the environment, your whole body as an environment is really important, whether or not cancer will spread. So, what the good doctor is saying is that we have to look at the body as a whole in order to treat cancer. The cancer may be in one region of your body, but we have to look at the whole body. Western medicine is built on the structure, built on the principle of treating one area that is ill. If you have a cold, they usually just give you some antibiotics and that's it. If you have the flu, if you have high cholesterol, if you have a blood pressure problem, Western medicine has a tendency to just treat the ailment and not treat the body as a whole. Whereas in a lot of Eastern medicine and alternative medicine, particularly Chinese medicine, is fascinating that way. Chinese medicine looks at the body as a whole. One of the methods that Chinese medicine uses is looking at your tongue. They can read your tongue. They can look at spots on the tongue and tell by the receptors on your tongue that you're sick and there's something going on there. Based on looking at your tongue, they can make diagnoses and prescribe herbs and prescribe teas in order to help you heal. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I encourage you to get out there and look at what's available to you. What resources are available to you to take care of your body. My name is Andre Ditto. This is Ditto Fitness. Thanks for tuning in. The next topic I'd like to address is the flu shot. The flu shot has been around forever. I'm sure at one point or another, the majority of the population has been injected with a flu shot, including myself. But it's been a very long time. It's been many years since I've had a flu shot and never had the flu. Why is that? Well, some of that is your genes. I mean, that's what I believe anyway. Some of that is the way you take care of yourself. Once again, nutrition, exercise, your frame of mind can keep you healthier than you think. The point of what I'm trying to say is that I would like all of you to take a moment and to look up what's in a flu shot, what the serum is that they're injecting into your body. Now, I'm going to bet that if most of you knew what was in a flu shot, I don't think you'd take it in your body. I don't think you'd let a doctor inject that into your body if you saw what the flu shot is made up of. It's made up of many disease agents, let's call them, that they're injecting in your body so your immune system can try to fight this. But there are so many strains of the flu, I don't think it matters how many flu shots you get. You can't possibly be protected from the right strain of flu unless they were going to test everyone individually and find out their gene expression for the flu. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will come back to this on another show. I have a couple of articles that I don't have with me today that I'd like to review with you about the flu and about the flu vaccine. If you get a chance, go up on Life Extension magazine or lifeextension.com. Go to GaryKnoll.com. Go to the Townsend Letter for Doctors. It's a white paper publication. That's 3 of the sources that you can find information about the flu and about flu vaccines. Or just type in flu vaccines on Google, and you will find that there'll be probably about 10,000 hits. And just look for alternative methods of the flu and just read about what the flu can do to your body. Just thought I'd share that with you, and I'll come back to that on another show. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of us out there want to be fit? How many of us out there really want to take our bodies to a level where we just get up in the morning and feel good every day? I'd like to help you with that. I'd like to share some information with you that will bring you to that point. I feel the first thing you need to do is recognize the fact that of what shape you're in, whether you're in shape to run a marathon or you're just a couch potato. We need to deal with that first and find where your level of exercise is for you at this point in time. Once we've done that, we can then start a regimen of exercise and diet and just getting you in better physical health. The first step, I believe, is detoxification. Detoxifying the body. What do I mean by that? Once again, I'm repeating myself from previous shows, but I'm trying to get a message across here. Taking out foods that are not necessary. Eliminating foods that are not enzyme friendly to the body. Eating more plants, legumes, beans, nuts, seeds. Drinking water, green tea. Green tea has a compound in it called EGCG, which promotes weight loss in the body, which promotes healthy cells in the body, and a host of many other things. Sometime just go on Google, once again, look up green tea. I will bring you more information about that on a future show. So, detoxification. Once we have detoxified the body, eliminated foods that we don't need, particularly, once again, white flour products, sugars, etc., we can start our exercise regimen. What do I mean by that? For those who really want an intense workout, joining a gym. Getting into a gym, doing 30 to 45 minutes of cardiovascular, whether it be on a treadmill, an elliptical machine. The elliptical machine is where you stand up and you move your arms and your legs, and I'm just kind of demonstrating the movement for you. And you get a full body workout from an elliptical machine. Getting on a stationary bike, getting on a rowing machine. Any kind of movement which will raise the heart rate, which will raise the metabolism. The metabolism is a measure of how we burn our calories. The higher metabolism, the faster and more efficient rate you will see your body burning calories. What does that mean? You'll start to lose weight, you'll start to lose body fat, you'll start to put on lean muscle. That's what you want. The leaner the body is, the more efficiently the body works. I've used a simple analogy. Once again, I'll use it as a car. What you put in your car is what you'll get out of it. Take care of your body as you would your car, but let's take our body to the next level. Let's take our body to a point where we don't have to worry about disease. We don't have to worry about getting sick. We can get up in the morning and just feel good at any age. At any age. So, getting into the gym. Using cardiovascular equipment, 30 to 45 minutes at a level where you sweat. We want you to warm up. We want you to sweat. Next, resistance exercise, whether you use bands, use body bars. These are these bars that are at a set weight. You always see them in the gym. They're labeled in different colors, so you can distinguish what the weights are of the bars. Using machines, they have what they call circuit training, where you can go from one machine to another and do about 30 minutes of that. They usually have a timer on the wall for you, and you do as many sets. I would recommend, for beginners, I would recommend 1 to 2 sets at a time, lightweight, just to get your body acclimated. And I would follow the timer. Once the timer goes off in the gym, move to the next machine. For those who are a little more advanced, free weights. I'm a certified fitness trainer. I'm also a certified life coach. And for me, going into a gym is like being home. I've been at it for many years, and therefore, I do know my way around the gym very well. So, for me, I use a lot of free weights, but I do mix up the workout. They call it cross-training, where you'll do some cardiovasculars. One day you'll do weights, one day you use bands, the next day you may use the machines, pulleys, anything that's going to create stimulation to the metabolism, anything that's going to create growth in the body for your muscles is a good workout. Don't worry about how much you're lifting for the most part. Don't worry about the fact that it's taking you a while to move on to the next level. Be at the level where you need to be for the time being. When you start, this is going to seem difficult. Within about 2 or 3 weeks, you'll start to notice that your body's going to change, that you're starting to feel a little different. You're going to start to walk more straighter. Your shoulders will be more square. You'll start to stand taller. All of that in just a few weeks. You just need to be patient with yourself. I would say in the beginning, I would go 3 times a week. You're going to alternate every other day. For those more advanced, I would recommend at least 4 or 5 days a week. Now, myself, I work out 6 days a week. I take 1 day off. I go 3 days in a row, usually, and I take a day off, and that's my cycle. 3 days on and 1 day off. But I've been at this for many years, so I'm well versed and well experienced in a gym and know how my body feels and what my body wants to do on any given day. For those of us who are just beginning, don't worry about it. 3 times a week, at least 30 to 45 minutes of cardiovascular exercise of some sort, 20 to 30 minutes of resistance exercise, whether it be with body bands, body bars, machines, or if you're a beginner, light free weights. I would suggest not using free weights in the beginning for beginners, but if you're with a certified trainer or someone, a friend who really knows about weights, then I think it's okay at that point. So, once you've gotten into a routine here, now you've recognized your fitness level. You've detoxified your body. You've started an exercise regimen, an exercise program. What happens now? Your body is changing. Your body is now starting to dictate to you what you should do with your exercise program. You're going to stop craving certain foods, is what's going to happen. Take this and think about everything I'm saying here. Just listen to your body is what I'm trying to say. Listen to your body, and it will tell you what to do once you are in a rhythm, once you're in a habit of going to the gym, taking care of yourself, and eating better. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andre Ditto, and this is Ditto Fitness. I have come to the end of the program. If you want to contact me, you can reach me. My email is on the screen at runandrerun@gmail.com. Once again, that's runandrerun@gmail.com. You can also call me at area code 646-245-3275. Once again, 646-245-3275. I want to thank you for tuning in. I will be on at the same time next week on this MNN network. Namaste, and remember, as always, your health is my concern. Thank you.